सत श्री अकाल। सो आज मैं चाहती सी कि मैं एक लुक क्रिएट करा लोहड़ी दे उत्ते, since I have a function right now in which I am hosting actually, so it's my show. So by the way, I'm not wearing my earrings because they're in my car. So yes, आज मैं एक लुक क्रिएट करा ऑन लोहड़ी. सो आई एम वेयरिंग दिस ब्यूटिफुल अनारकली जेड़ा प्योर सिल्क है, and I love it. It has these kota work, and with this chunni is yellow color with the zari work, and I've also paired these beautiful churis and my mangtika and the makeup which is olive green. So yes, जे तुसी मेकअप देखना चाहते हो कि मैं कीता चाहांगी कि तुसी प्लीज मेरा जोड़ा ए चैनल है उन्हें सब्सक्राइब करो ते वीडियो नु लाइक करो. एंड इफ यू लाइक दिस मेकअप, आई एम इन लव विद दिस मेकअप. वेट, लेट द लाइट कम. लाइट आ जा. I'm in love with this makeup. I don't have these thick eyebrows, but ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਆਈਬ੍ਰੋਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਮੋਟੇ-ਮੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਬਟ ਮੈਂ ਪਤਲੇ ਕਰਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ. ਬਟ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੁੱਕ ਸੀ, I have created this. Let me show you guys. So I'm starting off with my L'Oreal Moisturizing Cream 20 Plus. Since it's winter, so moisturizing your skin is really essential before starting the makeup. So I'm just spreading it all over my face, and now I'm moving on with my favorite primer, which is from Colorbar. I love this primer, and it is so perfect for, I think, all skin types. Now I'm using my favorite Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I am in the shade Natural Buff. I love this foundation. This gives you pretty much coverage and it's so blendable. It is perfect and it's not so expensive as well. So I'm just taking my blending brush, which is my foundation brush. I'm just applying all over my face, and yeah, spreading is the key. I actually broke my palette, so I'm using my mirror from the same Makeup Revolution palette. For my concealer, I'm using the same Maybelline Fit Me foundation, just putting a little thick layer on my under eye area. Don't worry, we'll be blending out with the Beauty Blender and it'll give you a flawless look. Now I'm using my Beauty Blender and taking compact on it and then setting my under eye area so that it gives a baked look. So make sure to use a compact or any loose powder so that your under eye makeup sets perfectly. And I'm using my H&M cream contouring palette and I'm taking the brown shade. Now I'm just outlining my face wherever I want to highlight and wherever I want to contour my face. Now I'm taking my Beauty Blender and just blending all the harsh lines that I created so that it gives you a blurry look, and just blending it perfectly. And now I'm taking my Maybelline V Face contouring palette and I'm using the darkest shade just to bring out the contouring well. Now I'm taking the Ultra Blush palette and I'm using the dark brown shade from the Makeup Revolution palette and just putting it all over where I want to contour. It is such a perfect, nice shade. Now from the same palette, I'm using the mauve color as a blusher. I love this shade, mauve and the peach of this. This palette is just awesome. You just buy this palette and you are good to go. It is such a nice palette. From the same palette, I'm using a highlighter which is of silver shade actually, but it gives a very nice highlight. So I'm using that, a little bit of highlighting on my nose as well. Now I'm using my NYX Ultimate palette, and from the palette I am using the lightest shade to, you know, I'm just putting it as a base all over my eyelids. From the same palette, now I'm using the Rust shade, and I'm building this shade as a transition color. This shade will act as a transition color. Now I'm just building that shade all over my eyelids. I'm majorly focusing on outer eyelids, outer corner of my eyes. And now I'm moving on with the mauve shade. Now I'm building this shade in the inner corner of my eyes. So I'm actually creating a hollowing effect. So I'm not filling anything in the middle of my eyes because I want to put the olive green color. Now I'm taking the lightest gold shade and I'm just highlighting my brow bones. Now I always like to put my eyelashes first, and then I do the middle color popping thing. So I'm using the 3D lashes which I got from Amazon. These are perfect. I'm just putting the glue and I'll keep it for like next 5 minutes for it to dry and becomes more sticky, so that it becomes very easy for me to, you know, put my eyelashes on. So I'm doing the same. Now I'm using a very local pencil just to fill my eyebrows. This is nice if you don't want to. This is actually good for beginners. Like if you're scared that you might look like, you know, with the dark eyebrows you will look odd. But this is a really nice pencil which I just got from a local shop for, I think, I don't know for how much, maybe 10-15 rupees. I don't know. So now I am just sticking my eyelashes. It gets so easy once you know, keep your eyelashes with the glue to dry for next 10-15 minutes. Not 10-15 minutes, for next 5 minutes, so that it sticks perfectly actually. Now I'm taking the olive green shade from the same NYX Ultimate palette, and now I'm just taking a flat thin brush and I'm just concentrating on building the color on the middle of my eyelids, just on the center of my eyelids. So in the end you will see how beautiful this whole look will come out to be. I mean, the outer corners and the transition and the outer, I mean, the outline would be of mauve and rust shade, and on the inside, like on the middle of the eye, we will have olive green shade. This makeup, I am telling you guys, I loved this look a lot. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess, yeah, now I'm building the same olive green color. Now I'm building the same olive green color so that it gives a very smudged and smoky look. And on the waterline I'll be using the plum kajal, and so that it gives a very smudged and smoky look. I don't like using, you know, kajal all over my eyelids because that gives a very harsh kind of lines. So it should always look like a smudged and a very blended look. So this is my favorite plum kajal. I always like to fill my inner corners of the eyes very, you know, accurately and precisely with the kajal because that gives a very fuller effect. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay. So now I'm putting the mascara because even if you are wearing false lashes, mascara is a must. It just gives a very blended look. So this is like my favorite lipstick. This is from Maybelline Color Sensational. The shade name is Chestnut. I've almost finished this. I'm applying it with the brush, and now I've just middle parted my hairs, and now I'm taking the rest of the hair, back combing it a bit, and just pinning it up. And in the middle parting, I'll be putting my Mang Tika, and the rest of the hair which you're seeing on the left and the right side, I have just applied a little bit of hairspray, and actually with the hairspray it becomes very easy for you to create a fluffy look. So I've just rolled the either side of the hair and just tugged at the back. So yeah, I'm doing that actually. Now I'm just setting my Mang Tika, and the end of the Mang Tika I've very nicely tucked inside my. Finally, I've reached my venue, and this is this is my complete look. One second. This is the suit which I love, and my heels. I'm sorry for the sound check. There is some sound. I mean, my sound check is going on, and I'm wearing these traditional peacock jhumkas, which I love, and I've seen my tikka and everything.